So, Raymond, what makes you interested to go to the United States?
I want to return to the United States because I want to be an aerospace engineer.
Ah, my daughter studied in the United States. Her school expenses were more than 50,000 US dollars a year. It will be impossible for you to survive, not to mention going to school. Raymond, it will be a suicidal undertaking for you to study in the United States. I would recommend you stay in Nigeria and learn a trade that will be fitting for you. And that is the reason why I wanted to see you to make sure you do just that. And those from poor families should accept poverty and learn to live for the rest of your life in poverty.
So, the only reason the village tycoon had invited me to his hotel was to kill my dream. I was very troubled by how some successful individuals would go the extra mile to discourage struggling kids from going after their dreams. From that point on, I considered this man an enemy of progress against the disadvantaged. I was born in California of an American mother and a Nigerian father. My father was saddened and disheartened by the death of my mother and took me to Nigeria when I was 2 years old to allow me to grow up with my paternal relatives. My grandmother was delighted to finally have a chance to become acquainted with her grandson she never seen, and delightedly agreed to take care of me while my father went to work in the city. Tragedy once again struck shortly after my arrival to Nigeria. It was on my father's way to his new position a few days later that he was killed in a truck accident. When I was a kid, I dreamed to return to the United States and become an aerospace engineer. And then I will come back to Nigeria and build a big airport where I can land my jet. But the passing of my grandmother killed my momentum and breaks all hopes I can imagine to start a new life in America. I suffered a great deal. People started to wonder how I would be able to return to the United States when I could not even afford to pay my school fees or feed myself properly.
Raymond, 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 are you there? So, where are you going to stay in Freetown? How are you going to eat? Guy, you have no money. You're deceiving yourself, Raymond. I strongly recommend that you stay in Nigeria, as the village of Tycoon advice. Come on, Raymond. You can talk to me. Okay, I will leave you now to think about it.
The challenge imposed against me by Darlington forced me to reach an immediate decision to depart Nigeria right away. I asked my senior business partner, God, to guide me at this critical stage. Tennyson, you won't believe what I'm hearing.
What are you doing here, Raymond?
Tennyson, I hear that the Dr. Nnamdi Ezekwe ship will depart for Freetown the next day.
Yes, why?
Can you talk to the ship captain and ask him if I can get dropped off in Lagos? Freetown, this is my chance.
No way. You must be out of your mind. If someone knows about this, it could put me in a lot of trouble. Besides that, what are we going to tell our relatives for your absences?
Well, let's just tell them that I met a friend from Cameroon that has a friend in Freetown that could assist me with a ticket to the United States. And from that departure, that's my best chance.
This is insane. They won't believe it. And if they ask if you were unable to locate your friend in Freetown, what are you gonna do? Look, Raymond, as much as I would like to help you, but you need a solid plan to do this.
Please, Tennyson, this is my only dream. Please. Please.
Please. I don't know, Raymond.
Tennyson, this is my only chance.
Okay. I can forgive myself if something will happen to you. Make sure you write us a letter, okay? Jeez, Raymond.
Thank you, Tennyson. Thank you.
At this critical point, my senior business partner said to me, Raymond, you are at the point of no return. You must depart Nigeria as planned. I encountered so many roadblocks on my journey to the United States because I had no money and no place to stay. But throughout my journey, my senior business partner is always present every step of the way. First, the Freetown authorities refused my entry, but a woman approached the port officials and informed them that I am one of her relatives. Second, when the Nigerian ambassador advised me to return to Nigeria because he is greatly concerned about the rate at which Nigerians are leaving the country when they do not have a solid foundation for success. Instead of going home, I managed to change my ticket to Dakar, Senegal. Third, in order for me to survive in Dakar, I needed to make friends with Mr. Harrison Anim, who asked me to become his English secretary, and he would compensate me for my services with free lunch every day. I was looking through a grant book in the library one day when I noticed a section on the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA. Since this organization studied aerospace, I thought they might be able to assist me. I copied as many names as possible from the book and sent as many letters to all of them as I can. Weeks later, I received a response from NASA's associate company. I was very excited that the president of the company, Dr. William Costa, replied to me. But as in the past, the letter was very disappointing. Dr. Costa stressed that it would cost more than $500,000 to become an aerospace engineer in the United States. It occurred to me that there had to be a reason behind this letter. Why did this American take the time and effort to write and explain the difficulties I would face in the United States? My answer was that he did it because he liked me. If that was the case, then the only logical thing to do was to write him back. So I did. A couple of weeks later, I received another letter from Dr. Costa. This time, there was a check for an airplane ticket from Dakar to San Francisco. However, the going had never been easy for me. The money was not quite enough to cover the ticket to San Francisco. I needed additional money to make up for the shortfall. Because of this, I again changed the ticket from Dakar to Rome instead of San Francisco.
As I was wandering around Rome, I ran into two Igbo Nigerians. I overheard them speaking the Igbo language, and I approached them for help. However, instead of trying to help, they decided to rob me. They never realized that I was Igbo too. I decided to leave Rome for Paris. I knew I was in for another dangerous mission. I slept in this restroom for 3 nights, and believe me, I had had enough of suffering by that point. Remember, I had not eaten anything for these 3 days either. To hell with succeeding. I am ready to go back to Nigeria and suffer shameful defeat among my enemies of progress. My biggest problem was that regardless of whether I decided to go to the United States or return to Nigeria, I needed money to pay for an airplane ticket. I had lost every hope for success.
Raymond! 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 Raymond, what are you doing here in Paris?
That afternoon, Mr. Asagu introduced me to the senior pastor, Reverend Thomas Dugan. I told my story to the senior pastor, and he was really touched. As a result, the church not only took me in, but it also contacted my sponsor in the United States, Dr. Costa, about my situation. The pastor assured Dr. Costa that I was an appropriate person for him to help. Dr. Costa decided to help me get into the best aerospace engineering school in the United States. My admissions was transferred from UC Davis to Tri-State University. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Good morning. I'm here to see the Vice President.
Do you have an appointment?
Yes, Raymond Chukwa.
Okay, let me check. I'm sorry, but I can't seem to find your name.
Oh, of course, he probably forgot. He asked me to come in so that we can do lunch.
Oh, okay, I'll go ask him right away.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, Mr. Chukwu. Come have a seat. So, Mr. Chukwu, you said that you know me?
Not quite, but I just wanted to come in and thank you in person for building the best defense system in the nation.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Now, if you're looking for a summer job, unfortunately, you're going to really have to come.
No, sir. I am an aerospace engineer. I
Ah.
just graduated.
That's good. Where'd you graduate from?
I graduated in Tri-State University, sir.
Tri-State University. Interesting. Give me a moment. I'm just going to make a call just to validate a few things, okay? Hi, Vanessa. Yes, can you connect me to the dean's office at Tri-State University, please? Thank you. Hi, Scott. Hi, how are you doing? I'm okay. Now, I have a Raymond Chukwu in front of me, and just want to clarify a few things. He graduated from your aerospace engineering program recently. Okay, Chukwu, C-H-U-K-W-U. Very good. No, that should. That's good enough. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time, and you take care. Have a great day, Sky. Bye-bye. Raymond, so seems you've had quite the journey to get here. Now, I'm going to ask you one question, and I just want you to be straight with me. So, what makes you think I can just hire you off the street?
I was fascinated by Lockheed even as a kid because I thought they manufactured all military and commercial aircrafts. Ever since, it has been my dream to return to the United States and become an aerospace engineer. As you can see, I have achieved 2 of my goals. I am back in the United States and I am an aerospace engineer. I am here to accomplish my ultimate goal, which is to work for Lockheed.
Well, Mr. Chukwu, I think you'd be a great addition to our team. I honestly do. And personally, I'd love to have you. So congratulations. Consider yourself hired.
Well done.
Thank you, sir. And that was history. I proved my enemies wrong again this time around. I was enrolled by Lockheed into the Lockheed Aerospace Graduate Engineering Program within 3 months from my employment. Upon completing both intense academic programs, I was hired by NASA Lockheed Engineering. I received federal government grant on wind turbine blade aerodynamics design and started my aerospace company known as Black Technologies Advancement after 1 year at NASA Lockheed Engineering.